Hey guys, Mr. DC is again, back again. Alright, I'm going to model a couple example how to find midpoint on the coordinate grid by using the midpoint formula. Remember that midpoint, there are many terms that use for midpoint. Midpoint means halfway. So if they have to find halfway, they actually need to find midpoint or midway. That means half of the way. Those are the terminology of midpoint. When you find midpoint, and midpoint is represented by capital M, right? In order to find midpoint between two other pairs, so you have to know the concept of mean, average. How you find that in arithmetic. So since you have two x coordinate, you're going to take the sum of the x coordinate. Since there are two of them, you're going to divide by 2. And you're going to do the same thing, sum of the y coordinate, and you divide it by 2. So, and the formula will be provided to you. So as always, I will label this as my x1, y1, x2, y2. The midpoint formula is, open parenthesis, x1 plus x2 divided by 2, comma, and y1 plus y2 over 2 divided by 2. Alright? That's the midpoint formula. Since I already labeled my x1, so I know m for midpoint is equal to x1, in this case with the 6, plus 1 divided by 2. Alright, so I'm taking the sum of the x coordinate and I divide by 2. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take the sum of the y coordinate divided by 2. That will be y1, which is a negative 4, plus 8, and divided by 2. So I'll set it up. Now I have to simplify it. So then you're going to come m equal, we have a 6 plus 1 is 7 and over 2. Alright, this is where many of you, if you are following with the integers, I have a negative 4 plus 8. So I'm going to subtract 4 from 8. That will give me a 4 and divided by 2. So how are you going to start? This is 1. You have to simplify it. So in this case, we'll have n equal 7 over 2 is 7 over 2. Or you can say 3.5 or 3.1 over 2. 3.1 half. So you can leave it as an improper fraction. And how many times there's 2 goes to 4 is 2. Then you're done. That's midpoint. So that's one example. We're going to do the same thing. Those are the same thing. So if I go to number 2, I'll label this. This is my x1 and this is my y1. This is my x2. This is my y2. And I already have my midpoint formula here. Now m equal my x1, which is negative 1, plus 11, this is x2 divided by 2, comma, my y1, which is negative 9, plus negative 5, that's my y2 over 2. That's how you set it up. Then you must simplify, then you will have m equal, alright, I have negative 1 plus 11, that's a 10. Alright, I have a negative 9 plus a negative 5. Those are negative, so I'm going to add them up. That will give me 14. And since both of them are negative, I'm going to keep this sign. That's a 14 divided by 2. And some of you are going to stop. This is 1. This 2 that goes to 10 evenly. So if I ask myself how many times there's 2 goes to 10 is 5 times. Alright, and I ask myself how many times there's 2 go to 14 is 7. Since it's negative 14, then that will be negative 7. Then that will be the midpoint. So if I was to plot this point, it will be between halfway between negative 1, negative 9, and 11, negative 5. It will be halfway. So this point M will be halfway, midway, between 50-50. Alright, let me do another example. So we're almost out of space, so I'll have to list some of the board, if you don't mind. So that will be, let this go. See, maybe I will need a helper to paint the board. This is my X1, this is my Y1. X2, Y2, I know M for midpoint is equal to X1, which is 10, plus X, which is negative 2, divided by 2, comma, my Y1, which is 8, plus my Y2, which is 5, and divided by 2. This is the proper setup. And I will have M equal, I have 10 plus negative 2. This is 10, take away 2. That will give me 8 over 2. And I have an 8 plus 5, which is 13 divided by 2. And I will have to simplify it further. Now I will have M equal, I have 8 over 2, that's simplified as 4, and comma 13 over 2. Some of you don't need to worry about that. You can leave it as a improper fraction. 13 over 2. You can say or, which is not necessary. It is not necessary to do that, as 6.5. Both answers are correct, and it depends how your teacher or your test asks you to that. Hey guys, I have a helper that will tell you what to do. Come on, Jonathan.
Hi everybody. Subscribe and push that like button.
Subscribe, guys, and
push that
like button. Hey, Jonathan. See you, Jonathan.